Me, it randomly turns off sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes it turns off. I don't know why.
Yeah, alright.
I don't know what the problem.
Alright, now we can do this shit. Alright, now it should work. Should work now. Can you shut up, Brian? Should work. Shut up, Brian. Now it should work. Let me put myself on mute. Hey. Bro, I hear myself 2 times.
Turn off this, turn off. I think we can now see everything, I believe.
That's good. Because then we can do a race. What was the...
Yeah, we can actually...
Malaysia. Round 1.
Now YouTube have fixed it.
YouTube is late.
YouTube is the only app that actually allows you to have Discord plugged on with streaming on YouTube. Like, this is actually amazing.
Alright, the grid, boys. Let's see, I don't know, zo'n poll. This is interesting grid. Oh, Bobby in P9. Shadow in P13, so it will be hard for them to come back. I'm P17, boys. And Rox is last. So it's interesting grid.
What is this, bro?
Oh, you're on pole, alright. I need to cook tires. Which tires should I choose?
No, I'm not on ball. I'm 18.
I'm gonna cook tires. Which tires? I'm gonna choose the medium. Save option. Oh, let me do this. And then I need to do spectator mode. It is 5 red lights. 4 red lights. 5 red lights. Head the drivers. It is lights out. And away we go. Brian has a good launch. Seb is alongside him. Here, coming into turn 1. Seb is alongside Brian. Oh wait, this is behind. I should not scream through here. I should maybe leave the car.
There we go.
I'm gonna leave the car. Oh, Kripelia gets a penalty. 5 seconds for Kripelia. Oh, starting on the mediums. That's not a good start. Pavet jumps into the lead somehow. Pavet is leading here in Malaysia. Then comes Brian, who's fallen down to P3 from pole position. Not the best of starts by Brian. YOLO all the way now up into 4th. New signing by Kicksauber, didn't drive the pre-season race. He's gonna try something here on Brian. Brian's gonna lose another position and nearly collide wheels. And it is a penalty for the Red Bull of Slot. He had hit somebody, but let's go. Louis up into P4. So 3-4 for the McLaren team. Then we have Pavet leading. Not a good start by Shadow, not dropping loads of positions. Well, not really holding his position, but he would be higher. Here another dive bomb by YOLO. Yes, side to side. Sauber and Brian, Louis I meant. Louis is gonna drop down to 5th, coming into turn 1. Louis now a bit ahead, coming into turn 1. Oh, Louis attacks Brian. Louis moves up into 3rd now. As there's a fight for the lead. It's gonna be Pavet and Sebas. Sebas on the inside, coming into the next corner. Here comes Sebas. Sebas versus Pavet. Pavet on the outside, Sebas is ahead. Why is it on the onboard, man? Go on the camera! Please! Bro, it is track only onboard racing. As YOLO gets ahead of Louis. Here, side to side, YOLO now ahead of Louis, and still going on at the front. Pavet down the inside into next corner. Pavet will jump him. No, Sebas is still there. It's very close. Sebas back into the lead of the race. It is a close battle, but now Sebas has it. Coming into the next corner. As Brian is gaining off from this. Brian is gaining and gaining. You see from Brian's car. As Skies is on the hard tires, man. What is he doing? As YOLO gets passed by Louis with DRS now. With drag reduction system. And gets passed by 5 brake also. There's an issue or something with the kick Sauber. He got passed by 2 cars on one straight. Here now Sebas has to defend. Here comes Pavet. Pavet passed. Pavet goes past Sebas into turn 1 with the DRS. YOLO jumps randomly up into P3. In the kick Sauber, but Brian gets back at him. Brian now needs to go. Now Brian might have a run at Sebas here. No. Now, this is leading, it is very close and they are switching position a lot as Pavet retakes the lead. Skies is pushing, Skies has a tire advantage. Skies has a big tire advantage, getting now passed by USAS. And Shadow dropped down to P19, not the best. But it's gonna be, I think some drivers will be forced to stop, otherwise they'll of course get a penalty after the race. Let's see, any battles. Nothing really, maybe here, YOLO. Very close to the back of Louis. Now we're gonna see some overtakes, I think, as they come now nearly to the main straight. Yeah, next corner. Here is also DRS, YOLO. Sophia attacking, 5 brake, oh! 5 brake nearly took out Sophia. Coming down the inside, Sophia dive bombs. Sophia into P5, maybe even P4. Now side to side with Louis, down the straight. Let's see, no, YOLO's already back ahead, but good overtake. I think he might lose position, so Sophia's here on the outside of 5 brake goes through. 5 brake through. It's a close battle between Brian and Sebas. He goes through, step Brian into P1. Oh, I didn't expect that one. Brian moves up into P1. Pavet tries to attack back. Pavet around the outside. What a move. That was a good move by Pavet. In the midfield, we also see many positions changes. Bobby moved up positions in the racing booth. Rox from last, Cuba also into P12 now. So it is pretty close. Now Pavet holds the lead yet again. Here look, Rox versus Cuba. Look, oh, Cuba mistake. Letting Rox basically through. Rox now back ahead of them. This battle, Cuba made a mistake. Look how good I am cooking, bro. I'm in P18. This time the mediums will work. Here, Wiki with the DRS, I believe. Yeah, the DRS here doesn't try and make a move. Waits for next straight. Here, DRS back on yet again. It's no DRS for Louis. Wiki should get him easily. Wiki down the inside. Pavet is in the pit lane. Many cars pitting on the soft. Soft tires are boxing. Cuba in. The 5 brake in. Sofia, Cuba, slot all into the pit lane. We should introduce maybe next season upgrades. Yeah, they're all in. Pavet going for an undercut, even though it's leading. Here it's close. Skies versus Rocks. Now. I can show all the car stats after the race. some car I might have not changed. I'm not going to stop maybe because he's on the soft yet again. A bit interesting. I think you should have started on the medium, gone then to the soft for the end. But these guys can come around the outside, not TC. TC around the outside, no. TC now with DRS. YOLO doesn't have. Here is Bobby passes Louis down the straight. Louis getting fast. Let's see behind here. Here's Skies. Oh, YOLO makes a dive bomb on. No, that's Cripella that made a dive bomb on TC. But TC's had the position back. Now TC is gonna attack as many drives are into the pit lane. Many drives are in. Let's see Brian here. Seb is also in. Seb is passing. Here, Wiki, where's Brian? Brian's ahead of Sebas. And Sophia undercut 5 break and Sophia undercutted Brian. 5 break, Sophia Pava did the undercut. So strategy wise it was smart. Going early, but let's see. They will have to probably make another stop. On those softs, if they survive 6 laps, then they can do 12 laps and do another stint on the medium. So Brian pits here. Everyone on mediums hasn't pitted except Ricky, Rock, Slot, and Sebas and Cuba. They're going for a 1 stop, I think, but here Pavet can now go through the field a bit. Here goes Pavet around the outside, very easy on his new tires of Cripelia. Now he's gonna gain on Sky and TC. This might hold him up a bit, but he might be lucky with the DRS. Here they come, fastest second sector by Wiki. On the mediums, here they go, into the next corner, a bit of weaving by the Haas of, I believe that's TC. Here now they come. It is as Louis pits. Everyone in the top. I believe Bobby was also in. Bobby also in. So Sky continues and leads the Grand Prix. The rest are in. Bacon also in. Shadow in. Yeah, everyone who started on the mediums is now in. Let me see which tire I'm on. I'm on the hards. Oh, that's close. That's an unsafe release by one of, I believe, an Alpine. Alpine is gonna get investigated. That's an unsafe release by Shadow. But I don't know what happened in the pit stop before, so I will gonna keep that in my brain. 5 break in P2 somehow. Now ahead of Skies can maybe attack Pavet, because Pavet has the same tires. Brian is coming on better tires. Now past Sophia. But everyone who's probably now on the medium and the hards except Yusas will go for a 1 stop, and the soft runners might go for a 2 stop. So let's see. Is that a I copy. Please. I cannot type it. Yeah, there. Shadow. Unsafe release. Yeah, but he's also in P17, so yeah. Unsafe release. Shadow. Here they come now. As Brian is gonna open the door on 5 break, maybe. Sky comes into the pit lane. Same for Yusas. If I'm looking good. Oh no, Sky continues, because he just drops positions. Here we see it. 5 break versus Brian. No penalties except Cripella's penalty has been brought out this race, so it's peaceful race. Pretty peaceful, I would say. Nothing real happening, no crashes, nothing. It's a good race though. There we see Pavet. 3 cars now battling basically for the win here. Sophia can gain. If they start fighting, of course. So we might see more cars. Wiki can also come close on. As Frat moves up into P10. Now behind Bobby. He's gonna try and attack, I think. Brian chasing down 5 break because Brian has better tires, 1 lap better, which is very big advantage in this game somehow. Here he goes, Brian for the switchback. Let's see. Brian ahead. Now gonna go for Pavard. Sebas in dead last. What happened with Sebas? I believe Sebas already pitted. Here, Pavard in for the second time. Doesn't mean that Sebas will be last, but they just pitted 2 times already. Now this tires will last Pavard hopefully to the end for him, as Sky goes even longer. Sky's not gonna get pit and he's gonna get disqualified as Louis gets a penalty for a collision. I think that collision was with the Red Bull Afslag. So that's gonna reach the 5-second time penalty. Here he goes now, side to side with Sky. Sky is basically holding up this whole pack with the slow tires. Here goes Louis down the inside. Louis now gets past. Hopefully he can get some positions from you now. But something happened with Sebas. I think he may have gone wide or something. I don't know. Look how much Louis is gaining. TC already passed. Let's go. Let's see at the lead. I think they were 5 break will stop next lap maybe. Brian is boxing early on that better tires. He has the best he's better tires in 5 break. He should build a gap. But what happened with Sebas? It's sad there's no replays in this game. That I can't like push a replay button. Or it appears that's an incident that they can replay. That would be fun. Well, I don't have the spectate mode. I need to guys. I need to do some. An advantage for Louis, Rox, and everyone is a whole leading pack in the pit lane and 5 break. Brian, is that they now will jump these guys and hopefully stay ahead of them, but because they are probably not gonna pit again, these guys. As he YOLO drops to P18, Ruben also in. On the sauce, he's gonna drive. Is he gonna do a 3-stop? That same for Brian. Pavard's playing it smart on the mediums, can maybe drive out the race. I'm not sure though. It's an interesting strategy by YOLO and 5 break. He goes Pavard through. So, as it stands, Wiki leads, Bobby, then Cuba, then Louis, and TC. Cuba and Louis might not pit again as they're on the hard side. As we saw, Sky is still driving on his 10-lap hard tires. Is he not good in his brain? I don't know what Haas is thinking. As here we see a battle for P1. Oh, they're all in. As Cuba said, he's staying out, and it is true. Cuba is staying out. He's gonna try Sky his strategy. Same for Louis. Pavard is coming close though, gaining a lot on those fresh tires. 4 laps, yeah. Oh, Sky finally comes in. Let's watch his pit stop. After 3 years, he comes in. Yeah, it's a good stop. Onto the mediums, will drive out the end of the race. I think if he went in earlier, it would have been better. I don't know, Brian, if 5 break is doing 2 stops, he might just drive on to the end, but it's very unlikely. I think if Bobby, YOLO, and 5 break all messed up their race with that strategy. I think the 1 stop was the call, but not how Sky did it. I mean, now he can gain loads of time back, because I think it might be a 3 stop for many drivers. Here comes Louis on Cuba maybe. Cuba leading. Cuba needs a safety car to be honest. Would be nice if I just jump in and crash my car into into sack. But let's see. Here comes Louis for the lead of the race. Oh, Pavet might go through. Pavet might go through here. As they're blocking the whole track basically. Louis into the lead. Cuba's probably gonna pit this lap. Cuba comes in. Because his tires are a bit gone. I cannot choose anything. I'm just watching this simulated, this AI driving. Sadly, I cannot choose anything. Otherwise I would have cost 10 safety cars. Boys, I'm in the points. Let's go. Here we see Louis and Pavet. Louis is holding this very nicely as Pavet is going through his tires. Because Pavet and Louis have now around the same tires, I think. But Louis does have that penalty. So that's gonna bring effect. Shadow in P5 now. P3 my bad. So I think for many teams it's gonna be 3-stop, I think. Any admin thing I think of copy. Yeah, that's a good decision. Noted. Let's see. Louis holds ahead of Pavet. I was doing some FIA work. Louis leads here. That's a decent race. The Germany race was way better, to be honest, in my opinion. As here Pavet goes out of the slipstream another time. Pavet will get it this time. Pavet will move up into the lead. Or can Louis get it now? Louis now with DRS. It's big brain thinking by Louis. Louis now side to side with Pavet. Coming into turn 1. Louis ahead. Louis ahead marginally. Louis is ahead. He is holding up Pavet. Can maybe can McLaren get a 1-2 here? Because Brian is gaining on better tires than Pavet. 5 brake is also gaining. Will be dead tires though. Shadow, mwah. I don't think Bobby will get ahead of Shadow here. We see, yeah, Bobby now ahead of Shadow. Yeah, that was expected. As Louis and Pavet, let's keep this gap in eyesight here. Pavet, can he do it? Can he do it? No, he doesn't try. He does try it here. Louis might have to give way now. No, not yet. It's not done yet. No, it's done. Pavet takes the lead on Louis on dead tires. But I think Brian has gained somewhat back, I hope, for Brian. Yeah, 2 seconds. So Brian on better tires than Pavet. Brian might be able to catch up a bit because he's catching fast to Louis. Now, even though Louis had that penalty, he wouldn't win anyway. It's a bit guessing, but here he comes. Brian down the inside of his teammate. I think no fighting, they said over the radio or something, because Brian gets past easily. Oh, Pavet pits! It's gonna be 3-stop for Pavet somehow. But Pavet is in. Brian versus Louis into turn 1. And Bobby has catched all the way back. I think Bobby will also pit yet again. Wiki into P4 now. I don't know why Pavet pitted. Don't ask me. But Cuba might be on for the podium here if Shadow will pit. Sophia might pit. Bobby. Louis will definitely pit. YOLO might also pit still. I think so. It's gonna be here. It's now Brian, of course, head on better tires. But alright. Brian Bobby here. But the result might change fully. Let's just say that. Here comes Bobby down the inside of Louis. Louis needs to pit the next following laps, or he might even lose, or he will drop down behind the points, I think. But Pavet, what was your intelligent strategy behind that call? Because I don't think a guy goes onto the radio and says, yeah, let's pit now. So we're gonna see a 3-stop. I might change it to 25% after this, guys, so it's more realistic. Here, Bobby with DRS, Bobby on pivot. Bobby won the preseason testing race, so I'll check his car after. If every single detail is good. Here now, Bobby comes. Ricky's also close. Oh, Brian in. What the? Bobby also. Wicken also. No, Wiki leads. Wiki leads the Grand Prix. Cuba into the podium positions. If Louis will pit, and if Vicky pits, Cuba might be on for the win here. 4 laps. I don't know if they was Sofia staying out for that many laps, but I don't know what the strategy is behind. Let's see. Battle. Let's see what the strategy here is at Mercedes, Aston. Maybe TC on course for podium. Not all guys goes through now. The pit is Brian for the mediums. I mean, Brian, Pavet pits for soft. Pavet's tires be 5 laps at the end of the race. How is Louis in P3 still? I don't understand it, man. And he is gaining on Cuba, sort of. It's not logic. It is no logic. Tires play, I think, too big of a role. I maybe made some cars slightly different. So there's a bit of competition between. But I brought equal cars mean tires racing. Not setup, because you guys cannot make your own setup. Sadly. Guys, what happened with Sebus? And what happened with YOLO? He was P fucking 3 at the end of lap 1, now he's P19. Oh, Skies get the penalty. Skies got the penalty. Yeah, that's understandable. He probably hit one of these cars as he's now into the pit lane. So we have to wait a couple seconds. Same for Louis. As now Cuba gaining on Wiki. It is more perfect. Probably you get them, but 5 break might be winning this race. 5 break might win this race as here move on TC. Now it is 3 seconds to gain to the next car. Are you fighting? Oh, let me see. Yeah, here it's Bacon versus Brian. Brian in the inside, Bacon with all tires. This is for that final points position. Here they go into the next corner, and he gets it. Brian ahead. No, they're still side. Bacon, Brian edging ahead. Bacon around the outside. I think Brian has his jam. Bacon had to give way. From me. Now there's a battle for P1. Into this long DRS zones. 2 DRS zones after each other. Let's see. Here, Cuba with DRS. Down this long straight on better tires, on softer tires. Here he comes down the main straight. Cuba into the lead of this Grand Prix. On his final official year. I don't know if he will continue with this. Maybe if we continue it for the following couple of years. Will get boring after a while though. Here, Quickie also pits. So now, next car behind is TC, aka 3 seconds. Same tires. Here, Pavet's gaining though. Oh, Cuba made a mistake in turn 1 because he lost some time. YOLO moves up into P9. Big gap though between him. YOLO will gain on me. As Pavet moves up into the now chasing for Cuba. What I don't think Pavet and Cuba's tires are that different. Because 5 break into the professional lead if Cuba pits again. If Cuba pits again, 5 break is leading. Pavet for the switchback. Pavet holds the position now. Coming into next corner. 5 break leads yet again. 5 break on the inside as they're gaining and getting closer to Cuba. I think 5 break needs that extra DRS from Cuba to stay ahead of Pavet. Otherwise it's done for him. Yeah, Sofia, you're not getting 1 point. You're already behind Wiki, buddy. Here they come. It's no DRS for 5 breaks, sadly. Here they come into the next corner. YOLO versus Bacon also, as we see on the map. This is for P2. Pavet now ahead. Let's look here real quick. Ripelia. Oh, YOLO through, YOLO through. YOLO through. On the soft. It's very close on top. As here, 5 break in Cuba TC. Here also randomly in P2 now. What the? How is TC? Oh, TC makes a mistake. TC gets forced wide by 5 break. Here they go. Into the next corner. I think Cuba and TC are gonna stay out to the end of the race. It would be the most logic strategy. It's a 2-3 for the Racing Bulls as they go. Here, Bobby on the inside. Bobby goes through on better tires now. 3 laps old, not a year. Here it can change in this lead. You can be right now P1. You can be next lap P6. You can be right now P2. You can be P1 after this. Here it's Bobby gaining on Cuba. Coming into the next corner. Let's see, let's see. No DRS yet. Coming into the next sector, into sector 3. Seb's start lap 18. That's an interesting fact. Nothing more to say. I think Bobby might get ahead here. But we haven't seen a safety car yet. Should I try and make this? YOLO is close to TC. Here he comes. Bobby down the main straight. He's gonna pass Cuba very nicely. Now Cuba has to make sure he doesn't drop to P6 as YOLO goes into P6. Cuba now with DRS. Can Cuba fight back? Can Cuba fight back around the inside now for Cuba? Into the next corner. They're nearly going for wide as it seems like. No, they're not. Cuba holds the lead here in Malaysia. On to the final lap. Let's see. No, it's better cornering by Bobby. We're gonna see Bobby win 2 races in a row. The pre-season one and this one. No. I don't like domination. I want not Bobby to win everything. We're gonna have to check Bobby's car after this. Brian goes here into P3. 5 brake drops to P4 on all tires. So the Red Bull ain't going for the fast lap now. Let's see. Can Brian get Cuba? Can Brian get Cuba? No, he doesn't. Maybe here with a sort of toe. A slipstream coming into the next corner. Cuba loses another position. Not what Cuba wants, of course. Can Brian maybe snatch this from... he has DRS, I think. Right now he's in the DRS. I don't know if he will get DRS. But he does have better... Brian. Coming on to the final tiny straight. Yeah, copy, mate. I will check. It's not enough. I think Bobby will win here. Bobby is gonna win. It is his second win in a row somehow. Bobby wins the Grand Prix of Malaysia. It's round 1. He takes championship lead as Cuba drops to P5 after this. What? Brian finishes second. Then 5 break. Here's Skies and Rocks to the line. Oh, that's close. Eustace in P18, sad result for him. Then we got a sack, and we got to wait for Sebas to finish. It's good for his race. Good for his race. Sack in P19 after probably a pit stop mistake. No, 12 tires on the hard. 12 laps. 13. That is a long time for Zach on the hards. Yeah. I promise you. I first have to take photos of the result. Got P15, boys! Come on! Highest position. Here we see him. 5 break. Brian and Bobby. Bobby wins here. Let me take some photo with my post. Photo. There. Brian on the podium in second place. Bobby wins this Grand Prix very nicely. It's a 2-3, so I think if I look at this, Racing Bulls will be leading the championship. But of course they can get disqualified if the car is somehow illegal. Because I don't know how Bobby won 2 fucking races in a row. Was it needed to sweat that? I don't know. How? Because he won. Like, I thought maybe there would be some variation on the grid. Like, sometimes Cuba wins. Maybe sometimes YOLO wins. Maybe sometimes Sofia wins. I don't know who wins. Can't win. Not everyone can win, sadly. Bro, when is this podium ceremony done? I swear to God. Here. Why is the Liam Lawson there? What's Liam Lawson doing on my screen? Alright, let's do photo from P9, photo, and then another photo. Main lobby, because I will make my own championship stuff, so yeah. So it is fair, because if I do it in here I have to do every fucking race and I don't want that. Let me check the cars. Which car? From the Bobby, Wiki and Bobby's car. Alright, let's see. Wiki 10 power, 10 scale, that's correct. Bobby, that's correct. Now let me get the random car. Williams. Then yeah, everything should be 10 power and everything should be 10. Yeah. No, do I now have an ad? Don't say I got an ad. Oh, my game nearly broke. I thought already. See, everything is, all the cards are equal. Let me get the race. Oh, yeah, this is good. Alright. So everything is equal. I won't check every card because I'm too lazy, but everything is averagely equal. Illegal. Illegal. Well, let me go get the results in. I'll send it to my PC so I can use ChatGPT to do the results. Plus the championship and the constructors title. Special liveries for round 2. That's a nice one by I'm surprised my streaming device didn't die. Yo guys, good race, eh? Good race. Good race, right? Nice. Let me send it to my PC and then I will put it in. W move on Cuba. Let me send it here. I hope to. I don't know if tomorrow.
You called me.
How? How is it my fault? I did nothing. I cannot control the drivers. Let me send it. Yeah, but Wiki also got you.
If Brian doing blow his ass up and not give hybrid a toll to overtake my overtook me, I could have get podium.
Yeah, unlucky, eh? Get to share and no, I don't have a coin hack. I'm not hacking. YOLO says I'm hacking. I'm not hacking.
Still the better, still the better Mercedes one.
Alright, I'm now putting the...
Still the better Mercedes one.
Nah, I need it a bit cleaner.
What the fuck happened with Samus, bro? What the fuck was going on?
Oh, I'm streaming Cuba. Stop sweating, man. Like, I dropped the F-bomb 20 times.
Wait, I just I was sweating like crazy. I'm not a family friendly YouTuber. I'm not a family YouTuber. That's what it is. I changed it up because it doesn't give me any benefits.
True. I don't mind. Yeah, but I use a mod. That's how I need to. YOLO. I use a mod. Let me see. I will send it in a DM.
I think I'm gonna do a small series on Mayalsia.
What's a good game if you got every track, you know?
I mean, Mayalsia always been a good game.
Why does it put Sabbath as German? And why does it say Cripella is Morocco? And why does it say Sofia's from Cuba?
It didn't. Hey guys, it didn't say some of the countries.
Oh, some countries wrong. Let me.
Some of the guys still have the
From the default drive. The Sofia is Sofia Cuban on this league? Let me see. I'm gonna see if Cuba's
thing I've been doing, and also another post I've been playing the game for almost 2 years now. I know how those the editing, all of this shit is pain in the ass.
nah, it is
It's a pain in the butt if you're doing this for the first time.
True.
Trust me, I've been having the same problems as you.
Yeah, but I send it to ChatGPT, the result, and it puts Cuba, it puts something else. That's not what I want. But in everything is nice.
I told you I'm doing good at immersing.
It puts Wiki as Indonesian. It thinks Wiki is Indonesian, my ChatGPT. Let me see. Every country, no, Ruben is not fucking Polish.
I need to renew my helmet. Because I have my own helmet actually made.
Then you need to send me, then I will put it on your head.
I mean, I have like 2 versions of it. I have a couple versions of the helmet, but I don't have the full Mercedes. I have to change.
Oh.
I have the Mercedes one, but I need to change the logos again because I put these McLaren logos instead of.
Here, now I put round 1 in.
I mean, I got the top and helmet, this Mercedes helmet, as my own, but changed the colors to red.
Nice, I put the results in. Sebus. This is nice. No, I hate ChatGPT that it just changes everyone's nationality. Like, it cannot read flags. Like, if I send it 50 countries, it will answer half of them wrong, I swear. ChatGPT can go fuck itself. I'm gonna end stream real quick. So it won't be 3 years old, so yeah, goodbye. 3 years gone.